Right now on Local 4 News at noon, a missing U.S. soldier in the National Guard from Waterford Township. The police department is here. The National Guard could be called in. What is going on and where could this missing soldier be?
A magnificent Monday across Metro Detroit. A couple of days of this and then a couple of unstable days ahead as well.
Plus, searching for suspects. Thieves target a Home Depot. We'll tell you where they hit and how much they took off with.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Well, concern is growing this afternoon for a missing U.S. Army commander who hasn't been seen for 5 days after leaving his Waterford Township home. David Folsom is a commander with the Army National Guard, but his wife says that he left home very early Wednesday last week and has not been seen since. Local 4's Nick Monticelli talked with his wife and detectives. He joins us live now from Waterford. Nick?
Everett, good afternoon to you. The larger concern in all of this is that this commander in the National Guard is suffering pretty badly from PTSD, according to his wife, and that is why there are so many people out here. In fact, if you look over here, there are officers from Waterford Township actively walking this community, looking for him, talking to neighbors to try to get a better idea of what is going on. And you can see right here, his truck is still in the driveway. He left here on foot very early Wednesday morning at about 3:30, and that is another reason that they're concerned. Where could he have gone after this incident? So I want to show you his picture. David Fowler is 54 years old, and again, he is a commander in the U.S. Army National Guard. His wife says he was in the Guard for more than 20 years. He had 2 deployments, one to Guantanamo Bay and another one to Afghanistan. He walked out of his home Wednesday, again, around 3:30 in the morning. It's technically a voluntary walkout because his truck here is still in the driveway. They don't believe there was any foul play. Nobody forced him out of the home as far as they can tell. But again, Belinda, his wife, says that he is suffering from PTSD. And in fact, this is important, he went missing earlier this month for about 9 hours. When he got home, he could not remember where he went. This time around, it has been 5 days. And his wife, children, they are beginning to fear the worst.
We're trying to stay strong. I took my daughter to work today just to have some normalcy for her, and it's tough. You've got to. It's always in the back of your head what's could be.
Now you can see here some video that they have been searching the woods near their home. There's about 400 acres. They've brought in canines. There have been officers trying to search the area, but with 400 acres, it's pretty difficult to do. Back live right now. Again, now you see a second police officer from the Waterford Township Police Department out here. There have been a ton of offers to help search for this missing commander. They are getting offers from private individuals. They even have offers from the National Guard to come in here and try to find Commander Folsom. It is a very difficult situation for the family to go through, and certainly if you know anything or may have seen the commander very early Wednesday morning at about 3:30 here in Waterford Township, please call the Waterford Township Police Department. Here in Waterford Township, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Alrighty, Nick, thank you. Hopefully somebody has answers. Also developing right now, a Saudi Arabian student who was planning to attend Western Michigan University is facing the death penalty in his home country. Mujaba al-Swikat was arrested 5 years ago as he was leaving Saudi Arabia to visit Western Michigan. He was charged with attending pro-democracy protests, and for that, he was condemned to death by beheading. That execution could happen at any time. Human rights groups are appealing to Saudi Arabia in efforts to spare his life. A Shelby Township man will be taken to court this afternoon to learn if he'll stand trial for killing his wife. It was last October that Macomb County Sheriff's deputies found 38-year-old Ebony Byram dead from a gunshot wound. Investigators believe her husband, Hal Byram, killed her and then tried to kill himself with a gunshot wound. He survived that and will face a preliminary examination hearing today to learn if he'll stand trial on charges of first-degree murder. Police in Livonia now need your help in tracking down 2 men. So take a good look at this photo and this other photo, as police are calling these 2 men persons of interest involved in a retail fraud case at the Home Depot in Livonia. They allegedly tried to steal over $1,000 worth of merchandise. So if you recognize these men, please contact police. And now to a health scare that's putting the effort to reform health care in this country on the back burner. Chris Pallone reports on if the extra time will help Republicans gather enough support to pass their latest plan to repeal and replace Obamacare.
The Senate Majority Leader had hoped to have a vote on the GOP's latest effort to repeal and replace Obamacare this week. But with one key senator sidelined, that's not going to happen. And now many members of the Republican Party are wondering whether the delay will help or hurt. President Trump back in Washington facing another setback on his campaign promise to repeal and replace Obamacare. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell postponing a vote on the GOP's latest Obamacare replacement bill after Arizona Senator John McCain had unscheduled surgery over the weekend. Republicans need every vote they can get, so McConnell will wait until McCain returns to Washington.
Yes, I believe as soon as we have a full contingent of senators that will have that vote. It's important we do so.
So far, 2 Republicans say they don't support the Senate's current version. 3 no votes would kill it. Moderate Republicans fear the bill's impact on their poorest constituents and its cuts to Medicaid.
It could lead to insurance plans that really are barely insurance at all. It would cause premiums to increase for some very vulnerable individuals.
But Kentucky Senator Rand Paul says the bill doesn't go far enough.
Now we're going to keep most of the taxes, keep the regs, keep the subsidies, and create a giant bailout superfund for the insurance companies.
The Senate health care bill stops the Obamacare disaster.
Doctors, nurses, health advocates, parents. I mean, I don't know any group that thinks this is a good idea.
President Trump touted the latest plan in his weekly address, but so far hasn't commented on the latest delay. Today, the president tries to change the conversation from health care and the Russia investigation. He's launching what's being called Made in America Week. It's an attempt by the White House to put some focus on products manufactured here in the United States. In Washington, D.C., I'm Chris Pallone, NBC News.
Well, if you are looking to take a summer road trip, now is the time, as gas prices in Michigan are down. The statewide average is about $2.34 a gallon. That is down 8 cents from about a week ago. And it's cheaper. It's about 2 cents cheaper than a year ago. All this according to AAA Michigan. Prices in Metro Detroit decreased about 4 cents a gallon to $2.37. All right, so you are looking at video from Sky 4, new video from Sky 4 of Comerica Park undergoing turf surgery, as they're calling it today, with crews fixing and modifying the sod on the stadium field. The Tigers got through their weekend series with the Toronto Blue Jays with an outfield surface patched up after some heavy damage from rains and then a concert by the band Metallica. And we want to show you some time-lapse video of the sod being replaced and expanded into the infield to accommodate a major soccer exhibition match that's set for Wednesday evening at Comerica Park. And Detroit Lions fans soon can be able to buy tickets for the upcoming season. Single game tickets to see the Lions live in action go on sale next week on Wednesday, July 26th. Starting at 10 a.m. on that day, the tickets will be available for online purchase and in person. Prices start as low as $50 to be seated in the team's roar zone for regular games. You can also get tickets for preseason games for as low as $21. Not bad, Brandon.
Great to just start thinking about it. You know, it's not too far away, the start of the NFL season. Well, good Monday afternoon. We are in the midst of a good one here. Only one number, 69 in Mount Clemens, the only one not in the 70s. We have 70s just about everywhere else, 73 in Pontiac, 73 in Howell, 74 Ann Arbor. It's 75 at Metro Airport. And we have quite a bit of sunshine around the area, but a few clouds still up to the north and over southern Ontario. 78 degrees at 2 o'clock and about 51 degrees. I'm sorry, 81, 51. What is this? October? No, 81 on your Monday, and the water looks good as well. 1 to 2 foot chop is possible up on Lake Huron with a light north wind, just enough to keep that chop going. We have your local forecasters app. It's a free app, and I'll have more on that, which is a way of tracking storms and getting all of your information right into the palm of your hand. Local forecasters app, a free download in your app store under WDIV. And Evrod will need it for some storms later this week.
All Righty, Brandon, thank you. Still to come here on Local 4 News at noon, the skyrocketing use of heroin and opioid drugs is creating a new and unexpected problem. We'll tell you how it's impacting the environment when we come back. Plus, a summer day in Arizona turns deadly. And now there's a search for flash flooding victims. We'll tell you where it stands at this hour.
It really is a problem that affects a lot of communities, feral or wild cats, and there's no real easy solution to deal with them. This community, however, says it's come up with an humane solution, but is it the right one? We'll take a look today at 4 on First at 4.
It was 3 years ago today, in fact. Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 was shot down over eastern Ukraine territory, killing all 298 people on board. You're looking at video of crews searching through the plane's wreckage. On Sunday, Australia's foreign minister said that the perpetrators who brought that plane down might be tried in absentia. Most of the passengers on board were Dutch, but 38 were Australians. And what was supposed to be a fun day at a local swimming hole in Arizona took a very devastating turn when severe flash flooding claimed at least 9 lives. And today, search crews are still looking for possible survivors. Miguel Almaguer is searching. He's there on the scene in Payson, Arizona, where it all happened.
Oh my God, it's coming right at us. The summer day on Arizona's Verde River turned deadly in minutes.
Holy mackerel.
An extended family of 14 hit by a sudden wave of water, a river of dangerous debris fueled by a monsoon gushing into the Cold Springs swimming hole.
The flash flood came through and washed 14 people away from the camp.
Nearly an inch of rain fell in just over an hour, turning what is normally a gentle creek into a raging river, carrying a catastrophic wall of mud, water, and debris.
They lost 10 people.
Dissa Alexander was hiking with friends when the flood hit.
The water was calm, and then literally like 20 seconds later, like no warning at all, the water just started rushing down.
4 people were rescued. 9 others, ranging in age from 2 to 60, were killed. Many of the victims, part of the Garnica family.
This is my brother and his son. He has to be found. He has to be with them.
The family is overwhelmed.
You can see him there. And he told us he was pulling my nephew, Danny. But he let him go, and it's not his fault.
There is big worry with more monsoons coming in. This creek will once again become a raging river. The rescue effort will continue later on today. First responders will be in the air and on the ground searching for that one missing person. Back to you guys.
Well, there is skyrocketing use of heroin and opioid drugs, and it's creating a new and unexpected problem in the form of pollution. Communities nationwide are reporting sharply increasing instances of drug syringes left behind by drug users. One volunteer in Lowell, Massachusetts says it's raining needles in homeless parks along a local river. San Francisco authorities reported a staggering 13,000 discarded needles in the month of March alone. The syringes pose a health risk, as you can imagine, including diseases and traces of the drugs left behind on them. Very scary. All right, still to come here on Local 4 News at noon, we're talking brain foods and the foods that you should incorporate into your diet for better cognitive function. Brandon?
7 Day is filled with a few beauties and a few storm chances. So we'll take a closer look at radar, the computer models. Temperatures good to go all week long. We'll have it all for you next.
Medical malpractice.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's get into good health. A series of studies has found that the right diet can be good for your brain as you get older. Now, the studies found that diets rich in whole grains, nuts, dark green vegetables, and beans can lower the risk for cognitive decline by 1/3. Benefits can come from the Mediterranean diet and the so-called DASH diet. Colorful berries and fish are helpful as well.
Fats, good fats like omega-3 fatty acids and DHA are important for brain health because the brain needs that fat to maintain the healthy communication between brain cells. So that's a very critical part of it.
And exercise is also helpful because it increases blood flow to the brain and helps the brain expel toxins and proteins that can be harmful. Brandon, over to you.
All right, Evrod, thank you very much. As we take a look at temperatures, that's what I want. And we see downtown Detroit, a beauty of a day. I'll tell you what, out on the waters today, we are good. Don't forget the sunscreen and the life vests for sure. But the wind is fairly calm. The only area, as we mentioned earlier, that we're looking at is maybe a 1 to 2 foot chop in parts of Lake Huron. North wind at times up to 5-8 miles an hour. It's just enough to create that chop. But everywhere else, we're good to go. 75 degrees on our way to 81 with more and more sunshine. Even parts of our north zone starting to thin out the clouds, and southern Ontario dealing with a little bit of cloud cover lingering from some of the showers that came through here yesterday. But that's about it. Low humidity, the front came through and dried things out, both with the rain chances and the comfort level. The dew point temperatures are down today and tomorrow. Look very, very comfortable. Another good sleeping night tonight, down to about 63 degrees. And that means some 50s overnight tonight in the burbs. It's a top-down kind of a day. Motorcycles, convertibles, everything. We're dealing with plenty of sunshine and really no rain to speak of today, tomorrow. It does change a little bit for us on Wednesday into Thursday, our next chance for wet weather. But you see here on this satellite picture, not much going on. We add the radar on top of that. And there's the storm that came through parts of the area yesterday. Had a couple of warnings, St. Clair County, parts of southern Ontario, things fired up through the afternoon. But this area of low pressure and cold front have already pushed through. So that's why we have the north winds, the low humidity, and the winds are pretty manageable too, both today and tomorrow. But we're not going to get the north wind tomorrow. It becomes on Tuesday more of a south-southeast wind, starting to bring some warmer air, so we bump it up 3 to 5 degrees tomorrow. And on Wednesday, here comes some rain chances as we head into the afternoon. This could be a very warm and muggy day, but if those clouds come in here early enough on Wednesday, may keep our temperatures down. But 81 today, again, 85 tomorrow, middle upper 80s with the humidity on Wednesday, and afternoon rain.
All right, afternoon rain and thunder showers. Thank you, Brandon. Still to come, we're talking about this spectacular show of some pretty amazing video of the night sky in northern Michigan. We'll show you what had spectators in awe. That's coming up next.